What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be installing some parts on the Subaru yet again, but these are going to be some pretty cool parts, or at least some new parts. I won't say pretty cool, but they're going to be some new parts. So, I have a box from Outside Line Motoring. It's pretty bad I can't even read a box, and then I got some sun visors to put on the windows, so for today's like today, we can actually have the windows down and not get a whole bunch of rain inside. So let's go ahead. We also might clean the car because the car's dirty. Let's pop this trunk and let's install the third brake light I have from OLM, and I will link all of the parts I have in the description. And let's get to it. Alright, let's switch this camera around. I don't know if it's... I feel like it's upside down, but maybe it's not. So, we have the OLM smoked, basically F1 rear brake light. It replaces basically that empty slot. And we are going to unbox that and install that right now. So, let's get to it. Only had this for like a week and haven't installed it yet, so I have some instructions which we'll get to. Not sure how difficult this is going to be. We have plug and play wiring harness kit, screws, zip ties, and the back bracket. We have the physical light itself, which I'm going to take the plastic off later, but like she said, it's black smoked and should be plug and play if I'm correct from whoever bought it from. And it's got this harness on it, which I believe makes it plug and play, which is awesome. So we have to, I believe, tap into one of the tail lights. I don't know if it's going to be driver's or passenger, but we will see in just a second. So, basically it just kind of explains that you can swap through some functions here. This isn't actually directions like I thought it was, it's just showing some different things. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of jump right into this, and I've seen a few videos on how to do it, and I'm going to teach you guys. So, first off, we're going to have to get this piece off. We'll have to get this area off, and there's a bunch of clips that kind of keep it all on. So we will go ahead and take all those off, and then we will do the rest of it. Let's go ahead. Being in the trunk, I don't know how well I'm going to get camera angles, so bear with me, but we're going to try our best. Alright, so I grabbed one of these. It's just basically a panel popper. It gets behind some of these and just pops them out. You can find a kit like this on Amazon. Just try not to break the clips. I don't know how well they break or don't break, but just try not to break them, because obviously that'll cost you in the end, and we don't want to cost ourselves any more money than we really have to. Might be able to see this, I'm not really sure, but you gotta undo this, and then there's one on the far side. You gotta pop all those out, really get this back panel off. Again, if you buy the kit from like Amazon or something, it should give you plenty of options to pull these clips out. So that's at least some good news. then you just pull up. There's a bunch of these little tabs that looks like a couple of them bent over. So the previous owner bent a couple of these over. There's a bunch of these tabs. Those tabs. There's a bunch of those that clip into these, and that gives you access to down there, which I might actually still need some more access, so I'll have to figure out how that exactly works. But yeah, so that's pretty cool to see that that's actually broken. Then you fold this forward. Alright guys, so all you have to do is basically you see this rubber grommet. We're gonna pop it out. For us, we're gonna do it actually clean install. And once we get this out, we're actually gonna end up cutting a hole in it or drilling a hole in it to get our wires through. I have to get it out first in order to be able to do that though. And right now it wants to be a little bit of a pain. So this will be interesting. Well, I guess if you push it out, it goes the other way, and it's now in my bumper, but that's okay, because we'll get it out in a little bit. So, you'll run your wires through there. I actually have them over here. I also have, like I said, the plug-and-play kit, so I have to just figure out kind of how this is all working, and then it'll be okay. Okay, so this piece will go into what I'm going to assume is your taillight. Then this piece will go into the wiring currently going into your taillight, and this will go to the wiring going to the light. So I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of that process. I don't really care about main or federal lane. So you have this right here. Yeah, let me try and shine some light on it. So you got this. You're just gonna push down, pull out. No longer have power to the taillight. Push this one in, and then that gives you all this wiring. You will flip this around, and it's kind of hard because it just wants to keep moving, but you will do this, push it in, it's in. Now we have the connection for our OLM. So go ahead, cut this open, take this out. Then obviously it only can go one way. I mean, it probably can go two ways, but I'm gonna plug one side in here. I'm gonna grab some wire snips and do that in a minute. Then we have all that's left is the bracket and the other stuff. So I'm gonna jump down to the bottom of the bumper and we will do that. Alright, for the sake of the video, to make it easier for you guys to see exactly what's going on, I'm actually going to take the bumper off. It's not very difficult anyways. This one I'll be replacing anyways, but we're going to do it for now just because I have the part. It takes one 10mm, or actually two 10mm, but one 10mm socket. There's a nut or a screw on each side. And then it's basically just clips all around the bumper on the sides. It's super easy to pull off. I just pulled this side off. rear bumper off. I won't lie, it is a little bit sketchy. It sounds terrible, but you just kind of have to take a bunch of clips. Depending on how many your car's missing, you might have to take out you might have to take out less than I did, or more than I did. But I think there's one here, one here, one here, basically in all these holes here and all around. And then you just have to make sure that all this pops out. That's probably the scariest part, is all these type of clips that are holding it in place. But the third brake light took me. I mean, that took me like maybe 5 minutes. But here's the third brake light housing. All you do is push down on those two tabs and pull it out, and then we'll put in the new hardware and the new. Alright, so like I said, you'll get new hardware to put in. Again, if you don't take the rear bumper off, you don't have to. It's super simple, so I mean, I wouldn't really say not to, but I wouldn't frown upon it. It's not that hard. That's all on you guys. So, all you have to do is put this in. Kind of holds itself in place. Oh, you gotta put this in first. So you gotta put this little thing in. And slide this in. And it screws right into that, as long as it's all lined up properly. I might even make a video or a series on this. This is probably one of the easiest upgrades to do under a certain amount of money. This one I bought off some guy for a used price. It was only like $125. I want to buy some more parts in a few minutes, and then we'll make another video on those sometime later. Probably not right now. Then you put your push clip in on this side. And then you grab your third brake light and you just slide it in. Then you might have to adjust the screw. I heard the screw can be kind of hard to make this fall in. And you really just kind of put it in there. I'm going to wire this down and underneath, just to give it a little bit longer, and then it'll be able to throw more. Then you put these two screws in the back. That'll really tighten it up. So I was about to say that's pretty junky, pretty loose, but it's actually pretty cool. Yeah, it's all installed now. Here's the bumper. Put the bumper back on. We'll finish up the wiring. Real quick, show you kind of how the wiring falls. So, there's that. Cut the wire real quick. Alright, so the rear bumper's back on. We're going to go test and see if the setup works, which actually I already know, but we're just going to see how it looks. Alright, so now I gotta go grab a bite to eat, and then I am going to come back and I'm going to do the window visors. Or I have to work on my mom's truck. Not sure which yet. Maybe I'll do both. Alright, well, either way, I will be back.